have some facts you might not know about me in this video. This is the YouTuber Get to Know Me tag, and I was tagged by Emma Jo Goodness. I will be tagging a few other YouTubers to keep this tag going since it is such a fun one. I love watching these, getting to know all my other YouTube friends a little better, and I've always been more of a listener, so talking about myself isn't really intuitive to me, so there's a little bonus fact right there. But if you want to find out a little more about me, then keep watching. First of all, if you're new to Artsy Cupcake, I would like to welcome you to my channel. I'm Maria, and I'm a full-time graphic designer. I love hopping onto YouTube where I share tips on bringing creativity into your everyday life. I create fashion lookbooks, home DIYs, and yummy recipe videos. So please consider subscribing if you like cupcakes and all those other fun things too. I'm really active in the comment section below all my videos, so I would love to get to know you. Just leave me a fact about yourself down in that comment section below this video. Okay, fact number 1 is that I have my master's degree. I got my Bachelor of Fine Arts from the University of North Texas, with my major being in communication design and a minor in advertising. Then many years later, I decided to get my master's from the same school, but I wanted to do a master's of business administration with a focus in marketing. Since my Bachelor of Fine Arts had very few of the prerequisites required for an MBA, I mean, not much math is required to get your fine arts degree. So I had to take a lot of classes before I could even get going on the master's program for the MBA. And with having a full-time job at the time, it was just a lot of work, and it took several years to complete even just those prerequisites, since I could only do like 1 or 2 classes at a time after work. But it was so worth it, and I didn't do it to get a certain position at work or to accomplish anything in particular. I really just did it for myself. I love continually learning and challenging myself, so it was just a step I wanted to take in my life, and I'm really happy that I did that. Fact number 2 is that my favorite restaurant is Tommy Bahama's. I've got my little tropical shirt on here today. Have you guys ever been to a Tommy Bahama's restaurant before? You walk in and immediately you just feel like you're on vacation on an island. And it smells like coconuts and pineapple, and everything I've ever ordered there is just amazing. My runner-up restaurant would have to be Cheesecake Factory, because I really haven't ordered anything there that I didn't like either. So, well, and there's just cheesecake there. My favorite cheesecake from there is the lemon meringue. And if I'm doing a home delivery, yes, you can actually order Cheesecake Factory to be delivered in my area, and it's a dangerous thing. But I don't pick the lemon meringue if I'm doing home delivery, because the meringue would just kind of get flat by the time it gets to my house. So if I'm doing home delivery, I order the cinnamon roll cheesecake, and it has the little crunchy brown sugar topping, and it has layers of cream cheese, and it has little pieces of cinnamon roll in there. And okay, I'm getting hungry, so let's just move on to fact number 3. Fact number 3 is that I have one older brother. He is 7 years older than me, but we were really close, and I don't remember ever fighting with him, like ever. I think that's because he was so much older than me, and my parents they didn't put up with fighting at all in our house. So we got along really well, luckily, and I think he saw me as somebody that he had to look out for and take care of since I was so much younger than him. So he was a really responsible older brother. I actually got the idea to go into graphic design because that's how he started his career, and I really look up to him and admire him, so I wanted to do the same thing. Fact number 4 is that my first car was a 1963 Jeep CJ5. My dad had restored it and my brother drove it first, and then when I turned 16 it became mine. I actually know a little bit more about cars than you might think. I worked on the Jeep with my dad a lot when I was growing up, and the Jeep was a really hard car to drive. It would pop out of second gear and you really just had to hold it in gear. So my right arm got really strong driving that thing all through high school. I remember driving it around with the top down in the summer, and the seats were black, so when I would get back in, it would burn the back of my legs because it gets over 100 degrees in Texas summers. So I had to remember to keep a towel in there to sit on all the time. And it had no air conditioning, so the wind while driving was my air conditioner. But even with those little inconveniences, it was just a really fun car to drive with lots of good high school memories. Fact number 5 is that I've been on TV. I worked at an advertising agency when I was right out of college, and one of our clients was going to be on a morning talk show. He was a hairstylist, and he had a line of hair products, so they needed some models, and they wanted a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead for the models. So they took my dark brown hair and made it really blonde, since they already had a redhead and a brunette for the show. I've been slowly working my way back to my natural hair color over the years, but that was just a really fun experience getting to be on live TV and to see how things are done in the studios. Fact number 6 is that my favorite color is green. I remember when I was little, I just loved pink and purple, and then when I was around 10, I changed my favorite color to orange because nobody else had a favorite color of orange. And then in middle school, I changed it to green, and I've just stuck to green ever since. I love being outdoors, and I love the way green can be bright and cheerful or dark and mysterious. Fact number 7 is that even though my favorite color is green, I don't have a green thumb. I love gardening, but I have not had much luck trying to grow anything. I managed to keep some things alive and then others not so much. My friend has a vegetable garden, and I'm always admiring all her photos on Facebook of all her beautiful vegetables. And I would love to create a little vegetable and herb garden someday, and hopefully manage to keep everything alive in there. Fact number 8 is that I'm left-handed, and I'm the only one in my immediate family who's left-handed. Everything I've read about lefties says that if you're left-handed, you are right-brained, and the right side of the brain controls things like spatial awareness, music, imagination, and seeing the big picture, and then of course creativity, which, as you know, I'm all about. And I play the piano, so I'm sure that has something to do with my dominant right brain. But I know plenty of right-handers who are incredibly creative, so I'm not sure if we can go by 100% by this model, but it is interesting to think about. Fact number 9 is that my sport growing up was dance. I have taken dance lessons since I was around 3 years old, and I don't think I missed a year all the way through college. I would say that most of the years where I took dance classes, they were mostly ballet classes, but some years I would switch it up with jazz or tap or lyrical, and I just really love dance. I don't take lessons anymore, but I really can't sit still if a good song comes on. Fact number 10 is that I love board games. Board games might sound boring to some people, but I just really enjoy them because they're entertaining and I always love learning, and I always learn something new from like trivia games. And then it's just a great way to get a break from the screens I look at all day. Some of my favorite games are Chronology, Scrabble, and Monopoly, and then I like memory games too. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any games to recommend. And I don't want this video to be all about me, so also make sure to leave a fact about yourself in the comment section below. Thank you again, Emma Jo Goodness, for tagging me on this. I will leave her channel link in the description box below. The 4 YouTubers I am going to tag in this video are BC Sells. I love Barbara's channel. She does all kinds of great fashion videos. Blondie Next Door. She does cleaning and organization videos. Kayla's Closet. She does a lot of fun fashion unboxings. And then Life Tips with Miss D, and she has all kinds of helpful tips on her channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a very happy day.